Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. And today, we got top 10 facts about the Simpsons. So I did a top 10 facts video before. It was about Five Nights at Freddy's, and I thought I knew everything about FNAF, but apparently I didn't. There was a couple facts I didn't even know. I am ashamed of myself, and I am very, very disappointed in myself for not knowing these things, because I'm a big Five Nights at Freddy's fan, but you learn something new every day. This fact video is about the Simpsons though. Now, unlike Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't know anything about the Simpsons. I'm not even going to pretend I do. I don't know. So I probably don't know any of these facts. Hold on, let me just anyway, probably don't know any of these facts. But we are going to go into this, and hopefully I know at least one, because my goal is to know at least one fact. That's it, just one. Anyway, guys, y'all boys and girls ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Oh, there we go.
Ever noticed how similar Homer and Krusty the Clown are? It's even more evident when Krusty is shown without makeup on, or in the episode Homer the Clown, where they look more or less identical. Well, this is not sheer coincidence. In fact, it's a defining part of Krusty's character and a key element for the relationship between Krusty, Homer, and Bart. Because while Bart shows no respect for his father and is just a brat, thereof his name, he idolizes Krusty the Clown. It's meant to show that even though they both look the same and share an almost equal level of stupidity and pure silliness, he treats them differently. In fact, before the show began, they planned for Homer to actually be Krusty the Clown as a sort of secret identity. Just like most other animated shows, The Simpsons uses something called a floating timeline, in which the characters never physically age, and as such, the show is generally assumed to be set in the current year. But they still have an age though, of course. For example, Bart is 10 and Maggie is 1. So if all the characters had aged normally since the show began, Homer and Marge would now be around 60 years old. Bart would be 35, Lisa 32, and Maggie would be 26. And Mr. Burns would be over 120 years.
Woo! 120, over 120. That's crazy. Yo, I'm probably not going to live to be 80, let alone 100. And this man is over 120? Yo, I do wonder, what's the longest human, or what's the longest a human has lived for? I don't even know. Maybe I'll look it up after the video. Or if you guys know, let me know in the comment section below, because I'm curious. But 120... I'll be lucky if I live to be 100
years old. In the very beginning, Marge Simpson's hairstyle was designed that way because in the last episode of the first season, they planned on revealing that underneath was a pair of bunny ears. This was of course changed before the...
Bunny ears? What? Why would she have bunny? You know what?
Reveal, but it can still be seen in some sprite art for the Simpsons arcade game.
Why would she have bunny ears? That don't make any sense. Actually, what are the Simpsons? Are they just... I don't think they're regular people, because first of all, their skin is yellow. No normal person would have skin that yellow. Except SpongeBob. But SpongeBob's a sponge. He's not even a human. Are they humans? Or are they something else? Because again, a human would not have bunny ears. I don't even know.
Between 1991 and 1993, Conan O'Brien was actually a writer and producer for the show. In fact, a few of the episodes Conan produced are regarded as some of the most memorable and finest episodes overall. He's also credited as the key influence for the series' rapid shift in direction from grounded realism towards surreal and more eccentric plots after he wrote the episode March vs. the Monorail. Several of the characters in the show almost always go by their nicknames. Their full names are often revealed through Easter eggs and special episodes in the show. Some examples are Marjorie Jacqueline Simpson, Bartholomew Jojo Simpson, Abraham J. Jedediah Simpson II, Jeffrey Albertson, Eleanor Abernathy, Robert Underdunk Terwilliger Jr., Herschel Schmeichel Pinchas.
What is this name? This man has 5 different names in his name. Like the man is struggling, bruh. He is struggling and stuttering to say these names, and I don't blame him. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these. Like, why? The producer of the show, how did he come up with this name right here? And why? I don't. Man, that's crazy. This man has. Like, they're difficult names to say, too. First of all, they're 5 different names. And second of all, they're difficult. Like, Krustoffersky, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Dang. If I have kids, I'm going to name. If it's a boy, his name's going to be Jeremy. If it's a girl, I'm going to name her Bonnie. I'm going to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Not all this mess. Nope.
Yerusham Krustovsky and Apu Nahasapi.
What is his last name, though? Yo! What are these names? Like, the clown had, like, the most complicated name known to man, and this man has a okay first name, and then his last name is, like, the whole alphabet. This man has the whole alphabet in his last name. That's tough.
Petilan. What? No wonder everyone has a fucking nickname.
Exactly. This is probably why they gave them nicknames, because, like, these names are so complicated and hard to pronounce.
Homer is the only character to have dialogue in every single episode. Marge and Lisa have appeared in every episode, but they didn't have dialogue in one episode each. Bart is the only of the 4 main characters not to have been seen or mentioned for an entire episode. Not counting Maggie, of course, because, she suck. Mr. Burns' devoted assistant Smithers was originally going to be a black gay man with purple hair, which can actually be seen in the 3rd episode from season 1. The reason they opted not to do this, though, was because they felt that a black assistant which is extremely loyal and almost submissive towards the superior might be seen as something else. On the contrary, the police officer Lou had yellow skin in season 1. The word
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
is a word used as an expression of indifference or boredom. It's often regarded as a verbal shrug. The reason I'm bringing this up is because The Simpsons actually helped to popularize the word back in the mid to late 90s. The origin of the word is somewhat inconclusive, but before The Simpsons started using it, it was more or less unheard of. Pretty interesting, right? In the episode Treehouse of Horror 6,
So basically, what you're telling me, The Simpsons started a trend. That's actually dope.
Homer is transported into a 3D world, and in one scene...
Wait, what? Yo, there's an episode where The Simpsons go 3D? I didn't even know this existed. I gotta find this episode. I want to see what... Well, I guess I'm looking at it now, but like... Yo, I wonder if they have like an entire episode where The Simpsons are in like 3D. That'd be dope. Kind of weird though. but still
You'll
cool.
find a string of hexadecimal numbers displayed behind him. When converted into ASCII, these numbers read Frink rules, in reference to Professor Frink. Homer's hair and ear sometimes forms the initials M and G, which of course stands for Matt Groening.
Form an M and a G.
Up until season 20, the opening sequence display Maggie's worth to be $847.63.
That's an expensive baby.
Matt has stated that this was the average monthly cost of raising a baby at the time, but ever since season 20 the groceries are first worth $243.26, with Maggie then doubling it. No one seems to be quite sure what these numbers mean or if they mean anything at all, for that matter. In nearly every establishing shot of the power plant, a crow can be heard. This was even marked in one episode when the power plant moves to India and instead of a crow, a cow can be heard. Ever since the show began in 1989, fans have speculated about exactly where the show takes place, because if we do a quick Google search, we'll find that there are a lot of towns and places named Springfield in the United States. Being the perfectionist I am, I went the extra mile or actually fuck your customary units, I went the extra kilometer and counted and marked each and every individual location I could find. In total, the US has 31 Springfields.
31?
This is also the point. The show's creator Matt Groening has said that he intentionally chose the name Springfield because he knew it was one of the most common town and county names in the US. In other words, Springfield was never meant to have an exact location from the very beginning. However, in an interview from 2012, Matt actually revealed for the first time that Springfield in the show is based on Springfield, Oregon. Then again, it isn't that much of a surprise given that he grew up in Portland, only a few kilometers away.
Well, I learned some things. I didn't know any of these facts, but yeah, man, I might go watch The Simpsons now. Oh well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If y'all guys want me to do another top 10 facts, let your boy know, because I enjoy these videos. I don't like learning all that much, but like these are fun. You know, we had the Five Nights at Freddy's one, and now we got the Simpsons one. I don't know what's next. Tomorrow, I might upload another top 10 fact video. I don't know. I gotta see what looks interesting. But anyway, guys, like I said at the start of this video, if you want to watch this video by yourself, the link to the original will be in the description below. But without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.